This is Michael Zellman here with the Road Diaries, and we're here with Ironman finisher and former champion, second place yesterday, Mirinda Carfrae. And Mirinda, you came off what I consider, and most of us consider, a spectacular day yesterday. You were one away from a victory that you held last year. And but tell us, how are you feeling today?
A little sore, and sorry, but not sorry. Yeah, it was a good race yesterday. I mean, had a pretty good swim, got out in a decent position, and then felt okay on the bike. I mean, I don't think I broke any records out there, but rode well enough to keep myself in the game. And then, yeah, I mean, I actually didn't feel that great in the run, so I was really surprised to get the run course record and come so close to taking that victory again. So, yeah, overall, great day. I think a step up from last year, so just keep making the steps.
Now, let's talk specifically, because obviously this is a SRAM interview. Let's talk about the bike. Now, you have a new bike this year. Tell us a little bit about your bike.
Yeah, so I'm riding felt this year. I'm riding the 2012 felt DA with SRAM components, SRAM red black, I believe, and also I'm using the Zipp bar and shifters.
The R2C?
The R2C, yeah. And I started using them this year, and they're just super comfortable and give me something to really hold on to at the end of the bar there. So yeah, it was really comfortable in time trial position yesterday. My shifting was great. I mean, no complaints at all from me. I mean, I felt like the bike was smooth, and I mean, yeah, I mean, I had no issues out there. So
anybody watching you on a bike knows that you have a smooth style. You're really comfortable on a bike, and you're 5'3", a little over 5'3", and so you look like you fit your bike perfectly, and that's the fact. The fact is, you ride a 650. You ride 650 wheels. You also ride a 165 crank, and you have an unusual chainring combo. That's a 58-44. Tell us a little bit about that, and that, you know, the bike relative to a slow cadence. You generally run a slow cadence. You push with a little bit of power. Tell us about that specifically, the bike and how you relate to it. And
yeah, I think with 650 wheels you need a 58 chainring. I think a lot of people make the mistake of staying on a 53, which is ridiculous, or even trying the 55. You're just spinning out. I mean, especially for me, I usually tend to ride at high 70s, low 80 cadence, which is deemed to be really low cadence. I find that when I ride at that sort of cadence, it enables me to run off the bike well, and you know, I'm a triathlete, so that's what I want to do. I want to be able to put together a strong bike and then run fast off the bike, and that combination seems to work really well for me. So yeah, I mean, we put the 58 front chainring on. It's very similar to a 53, which you'd run with 700C wheels, so I think the equivalent is actually a 57 front chainring, but they don't make those. In fact, not many people make the 58, so yeah, I mean, I found that combination for me is perfect. The bike, I mean, I can't ride 700C wheels. The bike is just, the geometry is all out, and it feels uncomfortable and doesn't corner well or handle well. So I mean, the 650 wheels and the 47cm frame for me is a great combination.
so tell us, you know, we understand the bike, and we understand a bit about how you fit to that. Tell us about your riding style or your philosophy on the bike. When you get on the bike, what are you thinking? Are you thinking relax and just breathe? What's your philosophy as you pedal?
Yeah, I mean, for an Ironman, obviously you do need to pace. For any other distance, 70.3 Olympic distance, I'm kind of out there trying to get every ounce of power out of myself for the whole bike ride. But in an Ironman, yeah, I mean, you want to, I mean, we use the term ride comfortably uncomfortable. So you're in that zone where, you know you can handle riding that pace for a prolonged period of time. So it's uncomfortable, but I mean, it's comfortable in that respect because you can keep riding, but it is slightly uncomfortable. You're out of your comfort zone where you're cruising, but you're not pushing yourself where you're going to blow up in 5, 10, 15 minutes. So yeah, I mean, I try to get into that zone, concentrate on my breathing, watch my cadence, and yeah, I mean, that's sort of how I attack the bike. As far as you know, power, your equipment, you talked about what you ride on. What does equipment mean to you? Is the bike something you want to think nothing about? Basically, you get on the machine and you want it to function perfectly, and so, you know, does it instill confidence? You get on it, you feel good, you feel like this is home. Tell us what does your equipment do for you once you get on the bike? I think you hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, I want to get on the bike and have no issues, feel comfortable. My position is, you know, it could be more aggressive. It's not the most aggressive aero position out there, so you know, it's comfortable. I'm riding for 5 hours, I'm time trialing for 5 hours. I want to be able to feel confident and comfortable in that position. So I mean, yeah, for me, I just like a bike that feels good when I hop on it, and you know, obviously you don't want any issues when you're out there racing. So that's sort of how I look at it.
Now, you're used to success. Anybody who's seen your Palmares knows that you're used to winning, and you're one of the most successful triathletes in probably in women's history, going back. And I would say that you know, understood you got a little emotional after yesterday's event. So, understanding that obviously you left it all out on the course, you gave everything. Taking lessons from this and going forward, where do we go from here? Where does Mirinda Carfrae go from here?
You know, every year, I mean, even after I won last year, I looked at that result, I was proud, I was happy to be world champion and to have that title, but it's more for me about making the steps every year. And, you know, I think I made a small step this year, getting a little better, and after a pretty crazy year, I mean, it felt like kind of an off year for me this year in terms of just my training, racing. I wasn't really hitting races the way I was the year before. I have in the past couple of years, so you know, I felt like it's kind of a tough year, and then you know, to come out and still go a little bit better than last year and take second place, it's, you know, that's a victory for me for sure. And you know, we'll just keep, you know, tapping away at it, hopefully steal a few more seconds in the swim, minutes, seconds in the swim and on the bike, and then yeah, keep chipping away at that run record hopefully. Are you going to race again this year? We're not sure yet. I mean, I had a couple of options to race later. I could try and validate my Kona spot and do an Ironman later this year, but I sort of want to see how my body pulls up, and mentally, if I'm not into it, then I won't do it. But I'm going to wait and see how I feel and go from there.
Ronny, we are super proud of you here at SRAM, obviously Zipp as well, and we look forward to potentially getting you on a quark power meter and spending more time with you like this, and just getting some feedback and stuff like that. Thank you again for your time. Congratulations on yesterday's result, and we look forward to more.
Thank you.